the brother ministers on the altar, for those who will join us after the session. At this time, we want to get into the entertainment side of this day's celebration. And before we walk the road, so to speak, I want to bring a young David just to go through a little dissertation as it relates to emancipation and liberation as we combine the two for a great celebration. Somebody say hallelujah. Nice man. That one is mine, yeah. Right, so we give God the praise and thanks. I want to call on young Zephaniah Pierre, accompanied by his mother, Reverend Pamela Pierre, to go through his dissertation this time.
Amen. Let him come right up, son.
Eshu Adara, Eshu, saints of God, the ministers of the altar. A pleasant and happy day. Happy Emancipation Day to all visitors, friends, well-wishers. Freedom! Hallelujah! So this morning, we were called upon to bring a little reading, and as I accompany my son Zephaniah here, he will start on emancipation.
The history of the New World since Columbus rediscovered it. The history of the New World since Columbus rediscovered it is one of conquest, pillage, exploitation, and forced migration of people. For more than 3 centuries, millions of people were forcibly transported from their homes in Africa across the perilous Atlantic oceans to the New World, when they were forced to labor on sugarcane plantations for the rest of their lives. This enslavement of a people continued until events in Europe changed the fortunes of the West Indian and North American colonies. Humanitarians started questioning the validity of slavery. There was competition from big sugar producers in Europe, and the advent of the Industrial Revolution spawned the rise of a new group of influential men in the British Parliament who believed that slavery was no longer economically viable. In 1833, Thomas Buxton presented the Emancipation Bill in Parliament. The act was passed and came into effect on the 1st of August 1834. On that day, thousands of slaves in the British West Indies became free men and women. 151 years later, on the 1st of August 1985, the government of Trinidad and Tobago declared Emancipation Day a national holiday to commemorate the abolition of slavery.
Sing with me. Freedom, freedom, coming for 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 me.
consensus is that the religion developed among the people of African descent during the 19th century. It can be found throughout the Caribbean under various names, but according to the Gibbs de Pisa, the name Spiritual Shelter Baptist is indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago. It is a unique religion comprising elements of Protestant, Christianity, and African doctrines and rituals. The term shelter was given to the Baptists because of their tendency to shout, clap, and sing loudly during their religious services. It was a derogatory term imposed on them by mainstream society. During their fight to have the shelter's prohibition ordinance repealed, the Baptists decided to use the term Spiritual Baptist instead of Shelter Baptist in an effort to gain respect for their religion. There are 4 theories that place the roots of the Spiritual Shelter Baptist religion in Africa, Britain, North America, and St. Vincent. The first theory suggests that certain practices of the Spiritual Shelter Baptist faith can be traced directly to Africa. However, this theory is not well documented. While researchers agree with Africa, there is some dispute as to where in Africa. Some religious practices of the Spiritual Shelter Baptist faith have been identified as being similar to that of people or former kingdoms in the West Africa. Particularly, the Dahomey people, now situated in Benin, the Congo people, Democratic Republic of Congo, and part of Angola, the Yoruba people, now primarily in Nigeria, Benin, Ghana, and Togo. Another segment of the influx of new settlers in 1797 was a group of former American slaves who had supported Britain during the American War of Independence. They were rewarded for their loyalty with their freedom and grants of land in South Trinidad. They formed company villages that were named after the military companies in which they had served. For example, 5th Colony, Aruba, Company, Aruba. These settlers brought their Baptist faith with them and influenced the development of the indigenous Spiritual Shelter Baptist faith. Viola Gopal Whittington has stated another theory that suggests the roots of the Spiritual Shelter Baptist can be found in the migration of fundamental Protestants, known as Shakers, from St. Vincent to Trinidad during the early part of the 20th century. This explains the origin of the 4 Baptist groups in Trinidad and Tobago: the London Baptists, the Independent Baptists, the Fundamental Baptists, and the Spiritual Shelter Baptists. Although the origin of the Spiritual Shelter Baptist faith in Trinidad and Tobago can be traced in foreign countries, it has evolved over time to become a unique indigenous religion. It has managed to fuse the spontaneity and rhythms of Africa with the restrained traditional tenets of Christianity to produce a religion that is vibrant, expressive, and dynamic. And today, we celebrate both Emancipation and Liberation Day in one. Sing with us. We showed last night, we showed the night before, we will show